And just about to get underway as the starting fives have been announced. Well, Oakland has been a wonderful home for the Warriors, but we know San Francisco will be too. Thanks, DA. So a look at our starters for the Knicks. Jackson is out there with Harrison. Then it's D. Then it's the Magician. And it's Fisher in at the 5 spot. And for the Warriors, they've got Dimes. Mr. Perfect out there with A-Train. And it's the natural. And it's lights out in its shooting guard.
Chris, you think back to the Warriors as a franchise when you played for them, both as a rookie and a vet. How have things changed?
Well, I think it's a difference, in the approach from ownership. I think that's huge. The fans, they've always come out. They've always been some of the best fans in the league. And the Warriors franchise has come so far since being a bottom-dwelling team. He doesn't play around. If the buck is there for him, he's going to get it.
Pass to Griffin. And oh, what a play. He just palms the block. Now here's Powell. On the wing, Jackson. And he lobs it up toward the rim. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
And how about the communication between teammates on that alley-oop?
And that's what you need to pull that thing off. Patel, the pass to lights out. Here's Griffith. And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
Gets it to him off the bounce pass. Gets the assist.
And so just over a minute and a half played. Here's Harrison. Basket counts. Harrison's got 6 points.
3 of 4 to start. Young fella came to play.
Here's A-Train. It's blocked. The first quarter of action, 2 minutes in. Powell kicks to Jackson. There's the lob to Jackson.
And early on, they've been nearly perfect from the floor. Just the one miss here on their first 5 attempts.
Lights out, passes to Sharp. To the paint. And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
Oh, good interior offense. Those passes have to be right on target.
Opening day, Chris, in your experience, which types of teams tend to start the season well, started strong?
2 types. One, the team that has been forgotten about and left out. The team that had a disappointing season the year before, and no one knows the pain that they went through all summer long, waiting to get back to that moment. So they've been incentivized for half of a year to come back and say, wait a minute, it's our turn now. And those teams are sneaky under the radar.
Little chip on their shoulder, in other words.
And then secondly, I would say veteran teams. Teams that know what they want, teams that are focused and saying, wait a minute, we know this is a marathon. Let's take our time, warm up, and stick to the principles right away, and we'll end up in the right place later.
To the middle. Now about 3 minutes gone in the first quarter. The rebound by Madu.
And he did everything he could to make that shot as difficult as possible.
Excellent D, avoiding fouling and gotten the perfect position to alter the shot.
It's good.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
And the Warriors decide to take their first time out here. They're looking for a little bit of redemption in this one after the loss to them here last time.
And they lost a close one last time they saw each other. And you have to think that it was the foul trouble that really kept them from getting the win.
You think about how many minutes that cost their starters. No question that had an impact on such a close game.
Looking at who's out there now for the Warriors. Money comes in for A-Train, and it's Clutch in for lights out. Some nice passing by Golden State here. He was all alone on that one.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
New York trailing. Powell, the pass to Fisher. Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. It's rebounded by Golden State. Here's Clutch. Oh, and he's going up for the alley-oop here. Up high to stuff the alley-oop. Powell with it. Pass to Fisher. And here's Jackson. Here's the floater. And he lays it up and in.
Oh, even from that range, the floater is one of the toughest shots in the game.
Here's Clutch. Another three for Golden State.
He'll do some damage if they give him that shot. Don't give him a clean look. Get out there on him.
Jackson looking around. Pass to Harrison. It's hauled in by Griffith. Warriors leading by 4. The pass to Patel. Launches it. Rebounded by Jackson.
And even with good coverage defensively that time, he has confidence to drill the three.
New York comes into this one following a loss to the Hawks in Atlanta. Here's Clutch. 6 points for him. Passes it to Peterson. Here's Griffith. Guarded by Powell. Here's Clutch. Just 5 to shoot. That's tipped. And it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. And some changes here for the Warriors. Bottoms comes in for Dimes. And it's A-Train in for Mr. Perfect. Pass to Medu. Now Powell. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Down low. Here's Fisher. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
Again and again, they're dissecting the defense and creating those high percentage looks from inside.
Here's Bottoms. And the pass to A-Train. Here's Clutch. Passes it to A-Train. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
Oh, no hesitation to get it to the rim. He uses his height advantage to convert the easy.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. Knicks trailed by 5. Powell, the pass to Fisher. Outside Jackson. Peterson grabs the miss. The Warriors have gone 7 of 13, just over 50% from the floor. Some good looks. Offensive rebound. And he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time. The whistle blowing.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
Rodgers checked in for Jackson. No good on the second free throw. Well, if teams are getting shaken up a bit, coach is usually the first to go, get fired. Do you think teams get too trigger happy with that aspect, coach first and then looking at the team?
Yeah, I do. But unfortunately, if you're the head of the team, that's the responsibility, and that's kind of that's your job to take all of the heat. Being a coach is such a thankless job. You don't get thanked unless you win the championship. If not, it's like, good job. Okay, we don't care about the fires you put out. We don't care about the players you develop. We don't care about the chemistry you built. You didn't win, and so yeah, coaches are usually the first to go, and it's unfair. And hopefully they have some connections and they have a good resume, because they'll be back around somewhere else. They'll pop up somewhere else.
They sure will. Looking at who's out there now for the Knicks. Schroeder, he's checked in for Harrison. Jay comes in for the Magician, and it's the kid in for Powell. Here's Peterson. Golden State needs to get off a shot. A-Train, and it's blocked. They get it back, and there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Dimes, he's checked in for the Warriors. Lights Out comes in for the Natural. Harrison's checked in for the Knicks. The drive by Love. Out to the right wing, and the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Love. While we have the time, let's take a look at last season's best transition team. In third, the Warriors.
I mean, it's a crowd-pleasing style, right? I mean, this club just got out and ran at every possible chance.
Clutch, the pass to A-Train. Here's Clutch. He's guarded by Love. Count that bucket. A-Train's got his second basket of the night. And Love's got the ball here for the Knicks. 8-point game. Harrison kicks to Sessions. Some nice passing by New York here. Here's Rogers. It's deflected.
They've been beating them to a lot of those loose balls and rebounds here to start.
A-Train, the pass to Lights Out. And so it looks like the Warriors will retain possession here. Here's Griffith, and he drops in the layup off the glass. And it's a 10-point Warrior lead.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
And the Knicks decide to take their first timeout here.
Yeah, things not going their way, and he wants to just try to talk this one over.
The defensive intensity has to pick up, and I'm sure coach is going to let them know that.
Harrison. He has 6. No one near Sessions as he lets it fly. And the Knicks miss again. He lobs up the alley-oop pass. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
Their play on both ends has been superb. We'll see if they can maintain the momentum.
Yeah, you got to be careful. It's still early. They've expended a lot of energy, but they've also built a nice cushion here.
Warriors leading by 10. Pass to Clutch. It's deflected. Unloads. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. Peterson's got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's A-Train. The offensive rebound, and it's blocked. Here's Schroeder. Drops in the layup for 2. Schroeder's got it back down to a single-digit deficit for the Knicks.
And, guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
The shot, no good.
This quarter has been hit or miss for him. Mostly miss.
And there's the call on A-Train. That's his first foul. And the Warriors with some changes. Bottoms, he's checked in for Dimes. Mr. Perfect comes in for Money. And it's Peyton in for Lights Out. Then for the Knicks, Easy Breezy's checked in for Harrison. And it's Powell in for the Kid. And that one drops.
And you can see the defense broke down there, allowing him to get all the way to the hoop.
Now the pass to A-Train. Back to Peyton. 1:43 left here in the first quarter. To the inside, Chang. It's rebounded by New York.
And they've come out with a take-no-prisoners approach on the glass here tonight, guys.
One of the few guys in the league who make a lead pass like that. Oh, just a fantastic look.
Here's A-Train. 5 points in the game. Draws contact on the shot, and now a 3-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
And boy, are they attacking the paint.
The Knicks making a switch here. Madu's checked in. The Warriors shooting their 5th free throw of the game here. A minute 20 left in the first quarter. Knicks trail by 7. Now here's Powell. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. For 3. Finally gets one to fall. He's now 1 for 5 with his first make.
It took him a while, but he finally gets one to fall.
Peyton outside. Passes to Clutch. Back to Peyton. Beyond the arc. Rogers pulls it in.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play. Well, I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
For New York, they have gone 0 for 1 at the line. This is their second trip to the line tonight. The Warriors making a switch here. Black's checked in, so 1 for 2 that time at the stripe. Here's Eby. Doesn't get it to drop for him. The Knicks go the other way with it. This offense has really been clicking.
And they know it, guys. They're playing right now with the kind of energy that is hard to deal with.
The Knicks have made 1 of 3 free throws in the game.
And if we want to take a look back, they converted about 76% from the line.
Here's A-Train, guarded by Rogers. There's 14 seconds left in the first. 6 to shoot. Here's A-Train from deep three-point range. We've got more NBA basketball coming your way in just a minute. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. And from what we've seen so far from the Warriors, how would you grade them?
Coming in hot. They were sharp from the perimeter right out of the gate.
Oh, got the defense spinning in circles. Hard to cover all that ground.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. Setting the floor for the Knicks. We've got Medu, Harrison out there with Fisher. And there's Jackson, and it's Powell in at the point. On defense, Golden State. They've held a 12-point lead earlier. Outside for Jackson, 5 to shoot. Three-pointer, and there's the bucket from Medu. Medu's got 6 points. Several lead changes going on here in the early portion of this game.
It reminds me of that cameo song, Back and Forth.
Here's Payton, and he's good on the 3-ball.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
For these days, so much emphasis on the perimeter game, but you can see why after that sequence.
Here's Medu. Three-pointer, and the Miracle Man is going to pick up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. The Warriors leader. Payton surveying the floor. Latrey, rebounded by Jackson. And so it's Jackson who brings it up for the Knicks. When this game is done, they'll be off to Miami to take on the Heat. And that will conclude a 4-game road trip. And the shot goes in. Golden State's gotten fewer than half of their three-pointers to go down tonight. They're 4 for 9. Timeout called the Warriors. There's always at least one joker on every roster. Who was the funniest guy, Chris, you ever played alongside?
Oh, man, by far is Jay Will. Jay Will, White Chocolate. He was the funniest before the game, after the game, during the game. He would, it'd be a bad call by a ref or something. He'd say something to the ref would laugh and pat him on the butt. I mean, he was, he's a funny guy. He's somewhere right now telling jokes, having somebody laugh and fall out on the floor. It was just his personality, a hard worker, but he definitely was the joker on the court.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
No, you're right. He'd take that 10 out of 10 times. He's not going to miss many of those.
Here's Medu. Back to Powell. 6 on the shot clock. And the Knicks good for 2.
And you see the ability to rise and fire from mid-range, even against that length.
Yeah, the defender just couldn't quite close the gap all the way. Got burned for it.
Rebounded by Jackson. Jackson's got 4 rebounds now tonight. And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played so far. Pass to Harrison. Lets it go from deep. It's hauled in by Griffith. Griffith has got 6 rebounds here tonight. Out to the right wing.
And how about the incredible timing on that alley-oop?
He absolutely hammered it down. Quarter number 2, around 3 minutes gone by. Pass to Medu with the shot. That's a bucket. His 3rd of the game. He shot the ball 7 times. Warriors trail by 3. And there's the pass to Sharp. Here's Griffith. The Knicks pull it in. Fisher's got 4 rebounds in this game. Medu passes to Powell. Passes it to Medu. Just 5 on the clock. New York needs to get off a shot. Charity stripe shot. That one's not going to go. The Warriors have gone 2 of 6 from the field in the second quarter so far. The rebound by Medu. The Knicks leading by 3. Outside Jackson. Powell with it. Pass to Medu. Shoots a fader. An absolute bomb from three-point range. Medu's got 11.
And you're asking for more trouble than you can handle if you're going to let him just roam free from beyond the arc.
Timeout called the Warriors. And as the coaches go to the clipboard to outline their strategy during the timeout, the players getting a chance to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's key to staying fresh all the way to the final whistle.
And Kevin, it really is. And every one of these players knows it. They're all making sure to stay hydrated. It's impossible to play your A game if you're not getting enough to drink, especially towards the end of games when the physical toll of a long contest really starts to add up.
And again, it's the Warriors missing. For New York, they've gone 5 of 8 from the floor here in the second quarter, over 60% shooting. Here's the natural. Pass to Bottoms. Here's Mr. Perfect. Golden State moving it around. Here's Schroeder. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him.
How about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket.
The Knicks shooting the 6th attempt at the free throw line tonight. Here's the natural. There's the pass to Bottoms. Tipped away. Passes it to Sharp. Here's Peterson. It's covered by Sessions. Shot to stop the run. Shot is good off the back rim and in. And it's 6 points for money.
And for a big man, he's as versatile as they come. I mean, he shoots it, he handles it. He's also a terrific passer. You name it, he can do it.
Here's Schroeder. 10 points for him. And it's in there.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
We see this all too often. You have to be willing to put in the work.
Rogers checked in for New York. That free throw good from Schroeder. The shoe culture becoming a bigger part of the game. Signature shoes, custom shoes, collections. PJ Tucker with over 4,000 pairs of shoes. See, Webb, are you a collector?
I love it, and it's all because of the Jordan phenomenon. What Michael Jordan did for the game, not just with the shoe, but what he did for the game and making it be so cool in the culture. I got to give my boys in Michigan, I got to give us a little credit, too, with what we did there. But the shoe game has definitely become something that's just crazy out of control. I love it, but no, yeah, I'm a little bit of a collector.
Here's Schroeder, 13 points in the game. Black grabs the board.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
Yeah, Greg, that's just great defense, forcing this man into a difficult attempt.
Out of bounds, New York takes possession. Different look here for the Warriors. Dimes, he's checked in for Bottoms. A-Train comes in for Money. Clutch, he's checked in for Black Hole. And Lights Out subbed in for the Natural. And then for New York, Fisher's checked in for Schroeder. Jackson comes in for Easy Breezy. And it's Powell in for the Kid. Here is Rogers. Back to Powell. Knocks down the step back Jay. Powell's got the lead up to 10 now for the Knicks.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
Oh, yeah, and that's what you love about him. He shows no mercy, even with a comfortable lead.
And he overdid it there. Too much force, it looked like, on the foul, and he's called for the flagrant.
Boy, a very hard foul that time, and the officials had to slap him with the flagrant. I mean, you can't let him get away with that kind of contact.
Yeah, gee, that's an easy call for the officials to make when there's that much contact. The league is really cracking down on those sort of plays. Oh, that's blocked. And it's out of bounds to the Knicks as New York retains possession. Here's Fisher. Just couldn't take the lid off. They had their chances, but came up empty. Warriors trail by 12. Here's Clutch. And he banks in the layup. Clutch has got 8.
Nice rim protection, and it's still not enough to keep him from getting the layup.
Powell, the pass to Fisher. It's good. And the Knicks lead by 12.
And that's why you don't let them get positioned deep in the post.
No, just too big of a threat down there. I mean, he has a number of go-to moves at his disposal.
Here's Mr. Perfect. Pass to lights out. The pass to A-Train. The shot's good. 10 points for him. Here's Powell. Pass to Rogers. Shoots the 3. Warriors with the rebound.
And I think that one could have easily have fallen for him. And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope, his only concern right now is getting the points on the board. And I don't mean style points. And here is Powell. Jackson in the corner. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
No clue how he got that one to fall.
And some changes here for the Warriors. Bottoms, he's checked in for Dimes. Money comes in for A-Train. And it's Peyton in for Mr. Perfect. And a switcher also for New York. Medu, he's checked in for Jay. Warriors trail by 11. Here's Clutch. He's got 8. Passes it to Bottoms. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. A chance now to check out the Knicks' upcoming schedule. On Friday, they're off to Miami to face off with the Heat. Then on Tuesday, they'll head home to take on the Charlotte Hornets. The Warriors have shot 6 of 7 at the line. And the NBA 2K League, C-Web, the first e-sport operated by a U.S. pro sport. And it's quickly growing. Do you throw down on the sticks?
Yeah, just a little announcement to all the GMs in the 2K League. I am available. I'm a free agent. I'm ready to go. I'm nice on the sticks. I can play career mode, team mode, one-on-one mode. Whatever you need from me, I am ready to go. But I love it, man. It's great to see people who love this game, whether it's virtual or real life. It's hoops, baby.
So much fun. Here's Peyton after New York gets the 3. Pass to Clutch from past the arc. Hits the 3-point bomb. Clutch has got 5 points now in the quarter.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Well, these days, so much emphasis on the perimeter game, but you can see why after that sequence.
Medu passes to Rogers. And the Knicks hit again from deep.
Give them credit. Offensively, they've been the more efficient team.
Yeah, and it's because of the looks they're getting. Their offense has created some great opportunities.
Here's Peterson. 8 points for him. Knocked loose. Rogers passes to Medu. And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there. And it's the Warriors with the ball. Warriors trail by 13. Al Payton. The pass to lights out. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Takes the three. Another three for Golden State.
It was just a mystery what the defense was doing there. You never want to give him that much space outside the three-point line.
Powell against Payton. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
I appreciate the aggression, but that's already his second foul. He's got to play it a little safer.
Some changes for Golden State. Dimes is checked in for Bottoms. And it's A-Train in for Lights Out. And then for New York, Harrison comes in for Rogers. And it's the kid in for Powell. Here's Peterson. Payton outside from downtown. And it's out of bounds. The Warriors able to retain possession here. We've got 1:08 left in the second quarter. Love deciding where to go with it. And Jackson with the basket on the assist by Love. And that's 13 points for the professor.
This system is set up perfectly for him today. I mean, it's allowing him to find a lot of good shots.
Kicks it to Payton. 43 seconds left here in the second. Fade away. Tried to bank it in, but he misses. New York leading by 12. Harrison passes to Fisher. And down it goes. Dunked through off a wonderful assist.
Doesn't have to break stride at all thanks to the money lead pass.
Here's Griffith. Hits it from three-point range. Griffith has got 5 points now in the quarter.
I remember when you get in trouble for shooting the three as a big man. Now teams want their bigs operating outside the three-point line.
Pass to Clutch. Here's A-Train. From deep. No good on the last second attempt there. And so it's the...
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
For the Knicks, the first quarter was pretty even. Some good action during the period, as it was just a... And that'll do.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next two quarters are any different from the first two. So far, it has been a runaway. A fantastic game from the Magician in this one.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through two quarters? He has been terrific.
Yeah, Greg, this game has his fingerprints all over it. Now looking to replicate what he did in the first half.
Money out there with A-Train. And it's Clutch. Then there's Dimes. And it's Patel and at the one spot. So that's the group out there for Golden State.
That's size winning out. I mean, he needed every single inch to haul in that one.
Here's A-Train. Here's Clutch. Griffith passes to Peterson. This is his second trip to the line in this one. And he makes the first. A different look for New York. Schroeder, he's checked in for Fisher. Rogers comes in for Jackson. And Jay's subbed in for Meadow.
Oh, this is a big fella who has no problems at the foul line. I mean, a very smooth touch on the stroke.
Sessions passes to Schroeder. Out to Sessions. Shot clock at 5. Pass to Schroeder. Takes the 13-footer. Here's Harrison. Goes back up. And it's good on the layup. Harrison's got 8 points.
And they finally get one to go. I mean, just in time. An 0 for 4 start to the second half can really make a team tighten up.
Here's A-Train. 10 points for him. Shoots. Sessions with the rebound. New York leading by 11. Harrison passes to Schroeder. Warriors with the rebound. And following this game, they hit the road to challenge the Bucks in Milwaukee. Hit the road with that, the first of a 5-game run.
slow to get warm after the break. 0 for 3 now. Maybe they need an early timeout just to try to settle things down.
The next hip shot, 8 of 10 from the line. That's an even 80% free throw shooting here. First one falls for him. Lights out, checked in for the Warriors. That one is no good. Golden State's gotten the three-point shot off 16 times tonight. 7 times they've hit it, 9 times they've missed. There's the steal. And now Sessions running the floor all by himself. That one good for 2. Powell's got the lead up to 14 now for the Knicks.
Well, there you go. One team operating on all cylinders at both ends. Steals, fast break buckets, and the other team in scramble mode.
Here's the natural. Pass to Clutch. 5 on the clock. From 13. Rebound by Schroeder.
This was not what they had in mind coming out of the locker room at halftime. 4 shots so far and nothing to show for it.
Now here's Powell. 14 points, their largest lead in the game. And the foul called on Dimes. That's foul number 2 for him. And now we're 3 minutes into the third quarter of play. Rogers passes to Powell. Clock at 6. The 3. And again, New York with the triple.
Oh, he just caught the defense napping. He shoots a very high percentage from three-point range when there's no hand in his face.
Timeout called the Warriors.
And the lack of rim protection, top of the list.
Without question. They're giving up too many high percentage looks, a trend that they'd like to reverse.
And some changes here for the Warriors. Money's checked in for the A-Train. Mr. Perfect comes in for the natural. And Black Hole subbed in for Clutch. So New York going with almost an entire new group here. Fisher's checked in for Schroeder. Jackson comes in for Harrison. Medu, he's checked in for Jay. And it's the kid in for Powell.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
Starting to take over here, building a big lead that could ultimately prove insurmountable.
And with that basket, he's able to end a 10-0 run by New York.
Love outside. And the officials will call the illegal screen right there.
That's one of the few mistakes they've made tonight. They've limited turnovers. That's helped them grow this lead and keep it.
Here's Lights Out. He's guarded by Love. Lights Out passes to Black. Here's Mr. Perfect. The pass to Lights Out. Fires from deep. Buries the long-range jumper. Lights Out's got 6.
Now, with the smaller defender on you, that three-pointer's too tempting not to take.
Love outside. Passes it to Fisher. Back to Love. Here's Medu. Kept alive by New York.
There's nothing soft about the putback there.
And why chance it, right? Take the dunk if you've got it.
Yeah, guys, but where was the box out? No excuse letting him roam that freely on the glass.
Here's Peterson. Rogers pulls it in. The Knicks leading by 16. Out to the wing. Here's Medu. Connects from three-point range. 17 points in the game.
Well, it was just a mystery what the defense was doing there. You never want to give him that much space outside the three-point line.
Here's Lights Out. He's guarded by Love. Sharp, the pass to Peterson. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation.
Costly error there. We'll see how they rebound from that miscue.
Man, when you're playing from behind, that's the last thing you want to do. Make matters worse.
Now here's Love. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Medu passes to Love. Inside, Fisher. That's in there. Love with the assist. 14 points for Miracle Man.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Pass to Lights Out. Back to Black. Looking to end the run, and the Warriors miss again. The Knicks leading by 21. Here's Medu, snatched away. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Black the pass to Lights Out. Knocked away and stolen by Love. Here's Rogers. That one goes in. Rogers has got 10.
Well, part of their game plan was to block out the noise and just stay focused.
Well, Greg, their poise has been tremendous. Excellent at both ends, has them increasing this lead.
And he pulls off the Houdini to make that catch and slam it through.
Stupendous alley-oop. Time call here. The Knicks decide to talk it over.
Every time out, a chance to review the lineups, matchups, or call a play.
You know, that's what coaches are paid to do, right? I mean, curious to see what they go with here.
Bottoms, he's checked in for Dimes. And the Knicks making a change here as well. Powell, he's checked in for the Kid. And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here. And so here is New York. Here's Medu. He's got 17. To the middle. Up top, Powell. New York moving the ball around. 4 on the clock. It's tipped. Here's Lights Out. Guarded by Jackson. Lights Out passes to Sharp. Shoots over Powell. And it's Golden State with another.
But that's what they're looking for. They need him to take on a bigger role this game.
Now here's Jackson. He's covered closely. Rogers passes to Fisher. Here's Lights Out. He's got 6. And the pass to Sharp. Passes it to Lights Out. It's rebounded by New York. Fisher's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Pass to Medu. And here's Fisher. Pass to Medu. Leaner from distance. And it's good off the back of the rim and in. Medu's got 19 points.
And I really feel like he just wanted us to see that leaner there. That's a shot he's very comfortable with.
And there's the pass to Black. Here's Mr. Perfect. He has 7. Here's EB. Count it. Good. Here's Powell. They have a 19-point lead. Outside Jackson. Passes to Medu. It's up a 3. That's good. And it's Jackson with the assist that time. Medu's got a pair of 3s now here in the third for New York. The Warriors shooting a troubling 38% in the third. Not the finest work of this offense. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark.
Until he starts knocking down some shots, I don't think the deficit's going to get any smaller.
And really the story of this second half, one team getting the shots they want, the other not so much.
Yeah, you can clearly see which offense is better right now. We'll see if that continues the rest of the way.
And he sure can get off the floor.
He one of the best in the business, absolutely. New York calls timeout. Some changes here for the Warriors. A-Train, he's checked in for Mr. Perfect. Clutch comes in for Black Hole, and it's Peyton in for Lights Out. And Love gets it to go. Golden State's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Pass to Peterson. Back to Payton. A 3-ball. Bangs home the trifecta. Payton's got 6. Here's Schroeder. He's got 13. 1:51 left to play here in the third. The Knicks have been shooting right around 75% at the line, 9 of 12 so far.
At the line for 2.
Shooting 2.
That free throw good from Schroeder. That one falls, so he hits both of them. The Warriors have gone 7 for 16 in the second half from the field, shooting a bit under 50%. Pass to Bottoms. There's 1:38 left in the third. Back to Payton. Fires the 3. Rebound by Schroeder. Schroeder's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Up and in on the layup. Schroeder's got 4 points this quarter.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
Yeah. Horrible effort. It appears they may be on the brink of giving up.
Oh, the power on that through down.
Wow. Oh, let's go home. That was just ridiculous.
I do not remember the last time I saw a dunk like that in a game. Here's Harrison. 11 points in the game. Back to Sessions. Just 4 to shoot. That 3 off the mark.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Here's Clutch. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
Wow. He got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
2 shots.
And the first one drops. Dimes, who's checked in for Golden State. And so he makes both from the line.
Wow, they've made every free throw here in the second half.
Love against Payton. Here's Harrison, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now.
Taking 2 shots.
Shooting 2.
The first free throw is good. He hits both from the stripe. Golden State's gone into the three-point range 4 times since halftime and buried 2 of them. Here's A-Train. He's got 10. Three seconds left, and it's denied. And it's out of bounds. The Warriors able to retain possession here. Here's Payton. Oh, and the buzzer beater's good.
Ringing the bell. That's the way to close a quarter.
And you see this so often, league-wide, ending the period with a three-point attempt.
And at the end of the third quarter, a huge lead in this one may already have been decided. It's the Knicks running away with it. Live from Chase Center, you're watching 2K Sports. And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
No, it's quick decision making. You see a guy open, you can't hesitate. That's an outstanding play right there.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. And here's Payton. He'll bring it up for the Golden State Warriors. And New York, looking at who they've got. Fisher is out there with Schroeder. Then there's Rogers. Then it's D. And it's Sessions in at the shooting guard position.
Yeah, they're relying on their three-point shooting and getting pretty good results.
And he's going up for the alley-oop.
No hesitation at all on the alley-oop. Saw his teammate with a path to the hoop. And bang, lobbed it right up there for him to finish.
And he was ready for it when he elevated and made the catch. Payton against Powell. That shot off. And New York will come the other way. He kicks to Schroeder. Six on the shot clock. Ring shot on the way. And there are the Knicks with another bucket. We've played just over 1 minute here in the fourth quarter. Here's Clutch. The pass to A-Train. Rebound by Schroeder.
His effort level is there. You can't blame him on that. He's working to get good shots. It's just not connected.
Powell, the pass to Schroeder. Chris, regarding the overstated pre-draft concerns about Luka Doncic, even as the game goes international, it seemed like many GMs are scared to go all in on European players.
And rightfully so. It's a new area, and if they're not immersed into the culture, it may be a little more trepidation on that end. But I would just say, just look at the really the great stories, whether you're talking about the Vlade Divas or the Sabos that came into the game, and even you can
Dirk
go to
Nowitzki.
Marshall Molis, Dirk
guys.
Nowitzki. Yeah, come on, Porzingis. We got a lot of great players from overseas that have shown us that they can make the way. But the mistake would be is thinking just because someone lives close to them, they would have the game of a Dirk Nowitzki, and that's not true. So you need to do your due diligence, but I think European players have already proved the type of heart, skill set, and mindset that they come to this game with, which is at the top.
Here's Schroeder. Some nice passing by New York here. Down low, Powell. The lead pass was put in just the right spot.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
The Warriors have gone 2 for 5 on field goal attempts in the fourth quarter. Ball's knocked loose. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
Shooting for Golden State, A-Train. 2 shots.
First free throw is good. And with the likely return of prep to pro prospects. Chris, some have argued for a high school combine to help determine who's ready to make the leap and who isn't.
I'm not really there with the high school combine. I still think that, you still have a level of college or a level of professionalism that can happen after. And I don't believe until you're ready to be evaluated for the pros immediately, should you have that combine. Your bodies are still growing. I talked to Jaren Jackson just yesterday, and he told me that he grew 2 inches over last summer. So I think it's a little unfair to judge these guys that early when their bodies and mentality still has a lot of development left.
Flying high and throwing it down with the one hand.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys. New York calls timeout. Different look here for the Warriors. Bottoms, he's checked in for the eraser. Mr. Perfect comes in for Little. Clutch, he's checked in for A-Train. And Lights Out subbed in for Peyton. And then for New York, Harrison's checked in for Schroeder. Jackson comes in for Rogers. And Medu subbed in for Jay. Medu passes to Powell. Good!
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Poke loose. Passes it to Clutch. Here's Mr. Perfect, guarded by Jackson. The three. Knicks with the rebound. To the inside, Harrison. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Two-time NBA champion Michael Thompson says the arm muscles, Chris, on today's players don't measure up with what they used to be. Is that even important?
You know what? He's right, but I don't know how important that is unless, you just want to bring the gun show to the games and then pull out the arms and the curls and say, check out these muscles. But now I think, it's a lot different. And make no mistake, even though that is a true comment, the players of today are much more athletic in his day and my day. And I think that's because of technology. They understand core strength. They understand dieting. They understand rest. And so many, they're privy to so much information that we didn't have. But yeah, no more curls. It doesn't seem like there are any more Karl Malone 24-inch pythons, brother, out there in any of these games.
Just 3 to shoot. Drops in the tray. 9 points for Lights Out. Powell kicks to Jackson. Pass to Harrison. From deep 3-point range, sinks it. What range from outside? Wow.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Well, these days, so much emphasis on the perimeter game, but you can see why after that sequence.
Hammers the alley-oop through.
And how sweet a play was that?
As sweet as it gets, an exquisite pass to set up the powerful alley-oop dunk. Now here's Powell. Pass to Medu. Here's Harrison. To the paint, picked off in midair. There's the pass to Clutch. From outside, off the mark.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Passes it to Harrison. A fader. That's good again. His 7th basket. 7 for 10 from the floor.
It's all about the tail of the tape right there. His size advantage makes that jump shot easy pickings.
Here's Black. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
Nice pass. I mean, putting in work on the interior, gotta love it.
Now here's Powell. D right on him. Pass to Medu. The other day, Chris, I heard Commissioner Adam Silver talking about that It strikes him sometimes how isolated players can be with cell phones and headphones, and those things wouldn't help that. Is it something that you've noticed or that you're concerned about?
You mean with my nephews and nieces and friends that are younger and kids walking across the street looking at their phones and not even looking both ways?
You're your play-by-play partner, whoever it might be.
Yeah. Oh, come on. You know, Kevin, those are the times. And so I would tell Adam Silver, Mr. Commissioner, that's a basketball problem. That's a world problem. How are we going to stop any of that? We're here now. There's no putting that genie back in the bottle, Kevin.
So it's the Knicks now. The Warriors making the shot, and the ball out of play. The Warriors will inbound.
A flat-out loss of concentration. That kind of turnover will drive a coach crazy.
And some changes here for the Warriors. Dimes, he's checked in for Bottoms. A-Train comes in for Mr. Perfect. And it's the natural in for Clutch. Basket good. And that's 15 points for Lights Out.
His shooting has been a bright spot for them. Otherwise, they've struggled as a whole.
Now here's Powell. Defense right on him. Pass to Fisher. It's stolen. It's intercepted. And here they come. Powell, the pass to Medu. New York moving it around. Misses the three. Golden State's gone 2 of 5 on three-point shots since the end of the third quarter. The wing jumper off target. New York leading by 22. And Jackson throws it down.
And how about just floating to the rim on that slam?
Boy, when he gets up, I mean, he gets up. Now the pass to Lights Out. And Chris, underclassmen entering the draft, they can now hire agents, get help attending workouts, and still retain their eligibility. Do you like that move?
I love the move, Kevin. You know what it does? It helps less to fall by the wayside. So you come out of college, you don't know how good you are. You don't, it's based off ego, how hard you worked, family and friends telling you, go, 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 get the money, but what's your testing ground? You don't know. You don't have a full context. So I love the fact that it lets you go out there and see, and if you have any trepidation, go back to school. You got another year. So, yes, I love this move.
Excellent. See, we have excellent. The Warriors shooting at 44%, pretty reasonable. A-Train, the pass to Patel. Here's Lights Out. He's covered by Fisher. This one for three. Gets the three-pointer to fall. And it's 6 points for the natural.
But the D didn't do a good enough job on him. He could be an ace when he gets a good look at three.
New York calls timeout.
And he could tell his guys starting to wear down a little bit. Call time to just let them get their legs back under them.
A chance now to recognize our Jordan Player of the Game, Miracle Man.
He's put on a shooting exhibition for us here tonight. He's missed a couple along the way, but it sure seems like everything's been falling for him. The only way to keep him from converting is to keep the ball out of his hands.
I don't think anyone in this building saw this coming. I'm sure that of the players who these fans thought would beat them, his name was not at the top of the list. Here's A-Train, and foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. The first one falls. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. And with a younger generation of fans cutting the cord, Adam Silver has talked about ways, Chris, to make the games, the NBA games, more accessible.
Yeah, and as a guy, Kevin, that played on the West Coast, I know many people aren't happy with this idea, but I say move the games up an hour. Move it to 6 o'clock so that I could watch LeBron on the West Coast when I'm living on the East Coast and be to bed by a normal time where kids can stay up. But how about the streaming? I mean, you can watch it on your phone. So many better and different ways now. I mean, before, if you were traveling, you could never watch a game because you had to be by a TV set stuck into a wall. Now, you got your phone, your pads, and everything else. So I love the game. It's becoming more global because of the expansion and how we've gotten players out there in front of fans. And now, with the access that fans have through some type of mobile device, I just love it. I love it.
Now here's Powell. 1:56 left in the fourth quarter. Here's Medu. And the call will go against the Prodigy. That will get him his 4th foul of the game.
His 4th, 13.
Golden State's gotten 3 of their 6 3-pointers to fall here in the 4th. Passes it to A-Train. Fires from the line. And he nails the jumper. A-Train's got 8 here in the quarter.
Oh, it's all about the assist on that play. He puts it in the perfect spot.
Powell with it. Pass to Schroeder. 14 feet away. And again, it's New York.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for New York.
You know, it's tough to put your finger on the deciding factor in this one, but I'd say that the shooting accuracy made the difference.
Yeah, I think you're on point, Kevin. They got better looks, and that tends to lead to a better field goal percentage.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year.
And in a 3-game season series, they take the first 2, and certainly they've had the edge in this matchup.
And a lot of players tonight helped contribute to this performance, but in particular, a real good game it was for Miracle Man.
Oh, he was a scary man at the defensive end with all those blocks. Even the shots he didn't get a hand on, he affected. He forced a lot of misses out there tonight.
And it's the Knicks with the ball after the Warriors pick up 3. Some nice passing by New York here. Pass to Medu. On the wing, Jackson. 6 to shoot. Schroeder can't cash in from close range. Here's Patel. And another 3 for Golden State.
You can appreciate the fight now, but it isn't how they came into the game.
Yeah, how they ended this one is much different than how they started it. And that's a shame.
Here's Schroeder. 16 seconds left in the 4th quarter. No good again that time. The pass to Clutch. Makes it off the glass.
You got to do more than that to keep the ball out of his hands down low.
Oh, they must ramp up the effort level, the intensity level. They're making it too easy for him out there.
So no problem for New York as they get the win. This was a very strong showing for him, Greg. Not necessarily a runaway win,